Today on All Things 80s, we've got Han Solo, we've got a Carbonite block, but is it legit? Welcome back to All Things 80s. Now, recently acquired this Han Solo figure, which was one I was desperately needing from the last 17 line. And in order to get such a good deal on this figure, it of course did not come with the Carbonite block. So I went looking for a separate block, and there were one or two available. However, I got outbid on the auctions, and the asking price on the buy it nows was just absolutely ridiculous. So my search continued, and I found a listing from Australia where they are selling what they call repro Carbonite blocks. And for the price, I thought, you know what, that's good enough for me. So I'm going to take a look at this close up, and we'll decide whether or not this plus this is legit. So here we are with my Han Solo and the Reproduction Carbonite block. Now, as I mentioned in the introduction, this Han Solo figure is absolutely mint. This looks like it's fresh off a card, to be honest, and I couldn't pass it up because the price was amazing. But I suspect the reason it was so cheap was the fact that it's missing its Carbonite block. So having missed out on a few auctions and being put off with the buy it now prices, I found this chap in Australia who was doing Reproduction. He does a lot of things, you know, like the reins for the Tauntaun, the saddle for the Tauntaun, etc. One of his listings is for the Carbonite block. So when I looked at that, I thought, I'll take one of those. Not a big deal to me. And what's interesting is it actually comes with a little custom-made stand that I do not believe the original Kenner comes with, and it allows it to stand up perfectly unassisted, so that's good. Now, in terms of the construction, having not ever had an original in my possession, I cannot comment on the comparisons, but this one is a slightly rubbery texture to it. I don't know if that's the case with the original, but in terms of appearance, I think it looks fantastic. They've got the clear part looking rather nice, and of course it is perfectly cut out to allow your Han Solo figure to fit inside as intended, although you do have to sort of squeeze his feet in slightly, but I believe that is the case with the original. But as you can see, he fits in perfectly. Oops, trying to jump out there. Not that anyone would ever display their Han Solo Last 17 in this format, but all in all, I am extremely happy with my purchase. And given the cheap price that I paid for Han Solo, the even cheaper price for this Carbonite block, I have got a beautiful pairing for my collection. And I know there will be people that say, oh, but it's not real. I don't care. To me, it's what I'm looking for, and it makes me happy, and that is all that matters. So that was Han Solo with my Repro Carbonite block. And in my opinion, it's perfectly legit because ultimately it's all about displaying your figures. And if what you have makes your display look good, then that's all that matters. Obviously, we can go down the whole line about repro being bad and ripping people off, but that's for a whole other time. So anyway, thank you for watching, with special thanks to the Patreons. Please like the video, please subscribe, and as always, stay tuned for more videos from All Things 80s.